everyone, this is Austin Wiebe. Got the idea recently that I was going to look up what the term believe in means online, and I got two different definitions. The first one was the dictionary definition, which was to entrust your foot onto a path, to trust, or to follow. And the second one was the biblical definition, which means to know that something exists. Okay, I got asked to speak at a youth group recently, and I called one of the people up to do a trust fall. And I asked them to fall, and they didn't fall. And I turned to the crowd and I said, okay, does he trust me? And they said, no. I said, okay, so the dictionary definition, he already doesn't believe in me. But does he know I exist? See, that's the thing, right? A lot of the time, we know that Jesus is there, right? We know that. But a lot of the time, we don't want to believe everything that he says. We don't want to believe all of the Bible, right? There's a lot of the Bible that we tend to skip over. Like, say, for example, the fear of God. I've had someone ask me recently, how can you be fearful of something and thankful for it at the same time? It's actually very simple. Picture this. Picture you're driving your car and you blow through a red light. And someone comes and they're about to T-bone you. And you close your eyes and you're just waiting for the impact. And then all of a sudden you realize that they missed you. Right? You come skidding to a stop, your heart's pounding out of your chest. Okay, you are scared out of your mind, but at the same time, you're very thankful because you didn't hit, right? It's the same thing with God, right? We're supposed to be fearful of God, but incredibly thankful that Jesus took what we had coming, right? So that's how we're supposed to behave. That's how we're supposed to react to the gospel, right? In Galatians 1, verse 6 to 10, it says, we have a tendency to twist the gospel almost, and just to kind of fit and suit our own needs. Here's what the gospel says about that, though. I am astonished that you are so quickly deserting him who called you to the grace of Christ and are turning to a different gospel. Not that there is another one, but there are some who trouble you and want you to distort the gospel of Christ. But even if we or an angel of heaven should preach to you a gospel contrary to the one that we preach to you, let him be cursed. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. So basically what he's saying is, if anyone teaches you anything aside from the full Bible, they're wrong. That's it, right? In 2 Corinthians, in 2 Corinthians 13, verse 5 to 10, first of all, I've always been taught that you do not test God, and that is absolutely true. That's biblical. But here's what the Bible says about that, okay? Examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith. Test yourselves, or do you not realize this about yourselves, that Jesus Christ is in you, right? So he's not saying test God, but he's saying test yourselves, right? Step out, follow Christ. See if you are legitimate. See if you're an actual follower of Christ, right?